Lori Britton in studio with us, and one of our co-workers. And Lori, I always love talking about this, knowing you for how long now, and to think that you're out there and you're a team member, and I don't know if it's a battle or not, but laser tag, and this is something, I think people might think this is, like a kid's game, but this is a serious competitive game. Today being International Laser Tag Day, and also a good cause we're going to talk about. Lori, good morning and welcome in studio.
Good morning, guys. How's it going?
Good.
Good morning. Good. And your alias, I guess, your laser tag alias is Tivia.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
You got that right, yes.
And what is or who is Tivia? Is it a Greek god somewhere?
No, actually.
Or a Star Wars?
You know, that actually all kind of ties together with today, because Tivia is a throwback homage to a character from when they were promoting the very first laser tag, which was Photon. And that's how International Laser Tag Day actually got started, is as a way to remember and commemorate the anniversary of the very first laser tag center that was ever opened, which was Photon in Dallas, Texas, on this day in 1984. So this is the 38th anniversary of laser tag, wow. And that's actually where that name comes from.
So yeah. What is Photon? Is that the technology used in the game or the competition, I guess?
Okay, going back 38 years.
Yeah.
Photon was the brand name that was given to the very first laser tag game. It was invented by George Carter III, and he's the guy who figured out how you make laser tag a thing and turned it into the game, and he started building the first arenas. So he's like the grandfather of laser tag, and Photon is the granddaddy of every laser tag system that kind of came thereafter. So now we play laser tag. Laser tag means, pretty much any of the laser tag systems out there, any of the arenas that you're going into, you can play laser tag. Photon was the first and the name that was given to the very first one that opened, and that's the one that we recognize on this day, or one of the ones, because actually this year the Laser Tag Museum every year puts out a poster, and this year they're celebrating the Pulsar system. So there's a lot of different systems that have come and gone over the history of 38 years of laser tag.
Laser tag's a cool name, but I feel like he almost got cheated. Like, I want to play Photonics or something like that. Like, it should be a namesake of his for some reason, because
I actually had a chance to talk with him, and he said that ideally he would have loved to have named the game laser tag, but he said that he didn't think that they didn't think they could get like the brand patented or whatnot.
Larry, I'm assuming someone asking you a question knows nothing about laser tags, never seen a laser tag event.
Okay.
And the person asking the question says, if I went to a laser tag event, what would I see? Now, this person pictures laser tag as being a bunch of people running around with lasers, and you try to hit the other person. If you hit the beam, then you score a point. I don't know.
Well, that's kind of what you can expect. Okay, so laser tag is a very family-friendly game, so it's good for all ages to enjoy. And when you go into a laser tag arena, like where I'll be going tonight, the Family Fun Factory, you go in and you put on the laser tag vest. They have the packs there, and you put on this pack over your clothes that has lights on it, and you are handed a phaser. So picture Star Wars. You're going in and you're basically becoming like a Star Wars type character. So you've got the pack and you've got the phaser, and you aim that phaser that has an IR beam, and you're targeting the lights on the other player's vest. So if you tag that player, their lights will deactivate for about 8 seconds, and then they're back up in the game.
And then you score a point?
You score points that way.
Mm-hmm. So the more often you hit your opponent and put their lights out, then the more points you score?
Yep, that's how you do it. There might be bases or other targets in there. A lot of games have, other fun attractions. But when you go into an arena, there's a maze, and, sometimes there'll be creative lights. Sometimes there'll be fog. Sometimes there'll be, this whole atmosphere around it. But basically, the essence of the game is that you are targeting the lights on an opponent's vest, and you want to tag their lights out more often than they can tag yours.
and Lori, and I think there's more to this. So, Mark, I don't think you get the overall. I don't want to say the concept of the magnitude. I'm going to say. And I know we're going to talk tag for a cause. So there's a reason that you're in here. But Lori, so again, having known you for so many years, and then talking to you about this, chatting on the side during work, and really getting an understanding of what this is. This isn't just like, okay, you get a couple of friends, and maybe on a Saturday, are you free, and we go out and play. You're a contender. You're a competitor. So this is an international league, really, isn't it?
Well, okay, let's put some clarification on
Yes.
that. International Laser Tag Day does not mean this is an international league. This means it is celebrated internationally.
But
So-
yeah, right. But so it's recognized internationally.
Yes, and
for
lots
sure.
of people are doing exactly what you described. Really, on the daily, what most people are going to experience when they go to play laser tag is just what you said. Get your friends together, bring out a group, have some fun, burn off some energy. It's a great time, and it can be casual. Or you can take it a little bit more seriously. Like, I have had some amazing opportunities. I've competed in tournaments. I have traveled across all 50 states playing laser tag.
Awesome.
I've played in I'm just shy of 400 arenas. So
400 arenas.
400 arenas.
Will Smith can't even say that, or Chris Rock. Cheapers.
I don't think there's too many people who can say that.
400
so.
arenas.
Yeah, and so
What's the strategy behind the game? How do you become a better player? I picture this like paintball, where you shoot it at each other. But what's the strategy so that if you're a better player and you win at these tournaments, I'll say, well, I hide out better, or what is the strategy to
Well, I
make
think
a winning
strategy number one to make a winner is you have to practice. So play laser tag a lot. But if you are inside the arena, you want to try and minimize the possibility of somebody hitting your target. So, if you kind of edge along so you're near a wall, or you're hiding behind a wall and you just kind of peek out before you tag, you want to minimize the exposure of the targets on your vest at the same time as you're seeing your opponent's targets. So you just want to stay hidden.
When you practice, is it like a sharpshooter or a sniper, Lori? Are you in the basement with yes, a bullseye, or can you?
You are taking this to a whole nother
I
extreme.
love it. Yes,
You know
but
what?
Can you? But do you
It is
practice
such a
like that?
social activity. It is so much fun. I don't get into that kind of mindset at all. I get into I get competitive.
No,
Honestly,
war
that's what it was
paint
all
on?
about.
Okay.
I mean, you've known me for years. You've known me since long before when pageants were
Yes,
my competitive outlet. When I became too old to be exploring that, I
You
said,
are
let me
competitive.
find some other way to be competitive, and that's
like
when
it.
I found laser tag.
I like
So
it. I like it.
the one thing I remember about lasers is that you shouldn't point them at people's eyes.
Well, that is true.
I know
Although,
that. Hold on a second. I know that there's all variety of lasers. There's lasers that can cut things, lasers that can blow up things, and lasers that just trigger lights on and off and signal stuff. So I in 38 years of laser tag game, have there been evolutions of the laser where maybe at the start of it you weren't supposed to aim at each other's eyes, and now it's harmless, or is this type of laser just never harmful to anybody?
well, what we're talking about when you say laser,
Yeah.
What is actually emitting from the phaser is an infrared beam.
Okay.
So the infrared is
It's a
very
light,
safe.
right,
Yes.
yes.
So basically, you're talking about playing with light here.
Light. So it's not a
makes
laser.
it-
So laser is just a
You're not going to be burning a DVD or anything with your phaser.
Well,
no,
I would
but
have liked to. I would have liked to have found out that George Carter, when he started, he was actually using lasers until people's arms
You
were.
don't
getting-
Well, I'll tell you
evaporate.
though. Let me tell you how he did start. I got the story straight from him. He tore apart a TV and a remote control to figure out how that infrared signal would go from point A to point B. So, if you think laser tag, think more like remote control.
Very, very good. I in my head, I was still imagining it was like deadly lasers.
I'm fascinated, Lori. I could do this all day.
I think that's what Mark was
There'll
thinking
be a
too.
Christmas movie.
There's
This
nothing
kid will say,
deadly
I want a
about
phaser
it.
for
It's
Christmas.
all
He'll
good
shoot
fun.
your eye out.
Don't aim for eyes. Yes, Mark. Don't aim for eyes.
Yeah, you don't evaporate. Lori,
That's paintball though. You got to wear goggles so you don't blast your eyes out. But this light
This
laser
is for
tag is
everybody.
perfectly
Kids can
fine,
do
yes.
this safely. You know what? Adults who want to be like big kids can do this. That's where I fall.
If you don't
into
want to
this
get whacked
category.
with a ball, that's
so
right.
like any sport, are there common laser tag injuries or anything like that someone may sustain?
Well, I think
I'm
if you-
out this week from the pulled trigger finger or something like that. I don't know.
Pulled trigger finger.
Yes,
I
I know.
can't say I've heard of too many trigger finger. Well, I will give you one
I'm
example
kidding,
though.
Lou.
No, there was one system of laser tag that you had to pull the trigger so quickly to be competitive you could get a blister.
Okay.
Oh.
But if
Which
you're
would-
following the rules and you're being safe, it's a great fun activity.
My other question: out of 400 arenas, what was the best one, the best experience, and maybe not even necessarily having to do with the laser tag experience, but just the arena and the experience itself.
I've had so many great experiences. I would say one of my very favorite would have to be 2019, on this day, on International Laser Tag Day, I had the perfect storm come together. I was trying to be the first person to play laser tag in all 50 states, and I accomplished that by making Texas my last state. Now, George Carter III, who invented photon and laser tag, he still lives in Texas. So I called him up and I invited him, and I said, you know what, I'm coming to town and I want to play a game against the man, the myth, the legend, and he came out. And so on International Laser Tag Day, a few years ago, did get a chance to play with the creator himself.
Oh.
So I'd say that's probably...
Assistant. Yes.
Did he win?
I technically had the higher points, but we weren't playing like a hard and fast game. We were playing for the experience of saying, oh my goodness, I'm playing with the creator.
Who's bragging, who was keeping points. I think that's awesome, Lori. I really do. I think it's fascinating to find. And then, so talk about, I guess, and before we get, again, I know we're going to get into tag for a cause, but it fascinates me. How large is this community, I guess, of folks that participate in laser tag?
Oh my goodness. It is literally international. In fact, in the last few days, I've been communicating with people that I know and friends, and the story behind the Laser Tag Museum's poster celebrating International Laser Tag Day is actually the Pulsar system is being featured on the poster, and I was really honored when they asked me to model the pack because they acquired a version 1 Pulsar pack. Pretty
you
rare
are the
stuff.
Pulsar pack model, Lori?
I am.
Oh my.
I modeled the pack on the official Laser Tag Day poster this year.
I feel like you could be like in Ghostbusters or something now.
And so going back to how this is really a global community, how that happened was there was a gentleman, a big supporter of laser tag over in the UK. His name is Gavin, and he acquired this pack. This is a very rare item. It's about 29 years old now. And he found this, and he shipped it from the UK first to me so that we could do the photo shoot with the pack, and then forwarded it on to the Laser Tag Museum, where it is now a part of their permanent collection.
Lori, when you have an official game, are there referees? I mean, you have whistles and referees. And do people
There's usually
cheat?
a marshal.
Are there penalties or things like that?
Okay, on a casual night, you're not going to get that serious. If you're just going out and playing with friends, there will be a marshal there, for safety, game masters, we sometimes call them. If you're in a tournament, yes, there will be referees. There are some rules. If you're in a tournament competition, it gets a little bit more...
So what's a cheat? Like someone would do that and say, you cheated, so you get penalized. And you have to set out or you get...
It varies by the system, but for example, there is one where the rules say that you have to have a certain number of sensors showing in order to make the shot. If you peek around the corner and you don't show any sensors, then that's considered a blind fire. So in competition, that would be a thing. In just casual laser tag, it's fun. Nobody is going to call out a kid because they didn't peek far enough around the corner.
Lori, I still have questions. So as a competitor, maybe at the level that you're at, are there, much like other sports, again, an athlete in baseball may buy, a high-end bat or a great pair of cleats. Is that something that you do as a competitor in laser tag? Are there other phasers that are higher end or higher level than another phaser?
Well, what's kind of unique about this sport is that you actually just play with the equipment that the arena owns.
Oh.
So I don't go in with my own gear. I show up somewhere, and they have a row of racks in a vesting room. So the first thing that happens is usually you go into a briefing room, and they explain the particular game that you're going to play. Then you enter the vesting room, and you put on your laser tag pack, and then you enter the arena, and you play your game. So you play with what they have.
So there's you're so purely skill, no advantage. So you can't say, Lori beat me because she has the best gun in the market and the fastest laser. No, that's not the case, huh?
I mean, I've got a pair of Brooks sneakers, if that helps, but no.
I like it.
Do you have to keep say you're hiding behind a wall. Mm-hmm. Is there a requirement that every 10 seconds you got to move somewhere? Can you just stay in that spot, or is there say they have a 3-second clock in basketball or something? We have to move. Do you have to keep moving?
No, there's not a requirement that you do that.
So you could stay in one spot.
Sometimes kids like to yell, he's camping. But
camping.
There's nothing that says you can't stay where you want. And if you found a sweet spot and you're getting your shots, then you just tag from there.
So that's camping when you stay in one spot and don't move.
Well, that's their terminology. I mean, as I say,
Kids.
nothing that says that you can't do that. However, I would advise that if you want to be competitive, you don't necessarily want to be doing that. You probably want to move around. Moving around is how you're going to be able to access the most points.
Gotcha.
Lori, before we run out of time, two things here. Tag for a cause and a way that folks can support a great cause in the Ronald McDonald House, and also, as you mentioned, the Family Fun Factory. So tell us all the information.
Yes. Okay. So tonight we're going to have a special event at the Family Fun Factory in the New Hartford Shopping Center. It's from 6 to 8 tonight in celebration of International Laser Tag Day. And they're helping us to support Tag for a Cause, which is an initiative that I started on my own website, which is TiviaChickLovesLaserTag.com. That's where I write a blog all about laser tag, and you can find out all about different things related to the game. But Tag for a Cause, the idea behind this is that we invite you, each quarter I work with a different charity, and this time around we're working with Ronald McDonald House Charities, and I set up a fundraiser link direct to the charity. So with Tag for a Cause, you make a donation to the charity. So you go on to the website, you donate tonight to Ronald McDonald House Charities, then you pledge, on your honor, I will play laser tag.
Okay.
And, we set a goal, say 5 kilometers of laser tag. Make it like a 5K event. So donate, play laser tag, and you receive some swag. You receive a laser tag medal. So tonight at the Family Fun Factory, I'm going to actually have the laser tag medals there with me. So for anybody who makes a donation to Ronald McDonald House Charities during our event, you will get one of those laser tag medals. And thanks to the Family Fun Factory, you will also get a free game of laser tag tonight.
Ooh,
so you can celebrate and enjoy and play some laser tag with us out there.
Pick me on International Laser Tag Day. And Mark, pick me up. I'll love to challenge you on a little bit. Louise, this would sound, I think this is fun. This is like you can use it as like a fun corporate building, day out employee skill kind of thing. I think that
absolutely,
would be
and it really is great for that. It's team building.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to have communication and teamwork. So I think, but it's great in that aspect as far as for businesses. And if you just want something that the entire family can enjoy, it's great. Kids love coming out with their friends. Actually, I hear that they're really getting a good following with some teenagers and college-age kids, too.
Sounds, yeah. I mean, hey, bowling or darts or something. Why not laser tag? TiviaChickLovesLaserTag.com. You can find out more about Lori and help support the cause as well for the Ronald McDonald House. You can get the medal and also get out there tonight and celebrate and support 6 to 8 in New Hartford at the shopping center, the Family Fun Factory. The Bobby Fischer of laser tag right in studio with us here. Jeez, Lori, who knew? Who knew you were a laser tag legend? And you're on the International Laser Tag Day poster. So I'm going to print that and put it all over the office. All right, just to have a little fun with you, Lori.
I like the final note on our list here. It's Tivia, not trivia. Your name.
No R, yes.
So in case anybody read that, Tivia, Tivia.
We didn't
That's
screw
correct,
it up.
yes.
We didn't screw it up, but Lori, if there's anything that we left or we didn't include, what do you want to add? Anything?
Well, I just want to say my thanks to the Laser Tag Museum for, one, inviting me to be part of the poster this year, and for getting this event started. This actually, International Laser Tag Day began in 2014, so it's a relatively new celebration, and it marked the 30th anniversary there. So we're 8 years along, and every year it just seems to grow, and it's an opportunity for operators to get creative and find new ways to entice people to come on out and just enjoy some laser tag. It's a great sport, and I'm so glad to be a part of the industry, and so I thank the Laser Tag Museum for all of their work to commemorate the history of laser tag as well.
Well, Lori, we love it. Great conversation, and we always have fun here supporting you and asking about your trips. And I know before we run out of the time, I know you and I don't know how much you want to get into, but you were actually having a conversation with a team over in Ukraine, I believe, right? During all this or prior to the conflict taking place.
Yes, actually, the timing was rather unique. Lasertag.net is a laser tag brand that their European headquarters are in Estonia, but they have a manufacturing site in Kharkiv, Ukraine. And so I had several weeks ago an interview via Zoom with the CEO, Michael Obad. And this actually was 12 hours before the first attack. So when I'm speaking to him, we are still in fun mode and talking laser tag, and he's telling me about all the wonderful things that they're working on over there. And he's sitting in his office in Kharkiv when we're having this interview. So everything is great when we're speaking, and then 12 hours later, of course, everything changed. He was kind enough to reach out to me 2 weeks later, and he wanted to do an update and let us know how things are going with his team. And so there is an interview. There's actually both parts of the interview, the first one and then his update that are posted at TiviaChickLovesLaserTag.com. So if you want to hear how they're doing. But it was ironic timing, I suppose, that we were talking and so carefree in the first interview, and then how much had changed. And so it's a desperate situation over there, but I appreciated that he reached back out to me to just kind of share what is going on.
But everything has changed. The life that they were living there for he and his team. So, and I know you were sharing a little bit more about that with me off the air. So yeah, check that out. Tivia Chick Loves Lasertag.com. You can find out those videos. You can find the videos there and find out more about what we talked about here as well this morning. So Lori, we do thank you. We appreciate the time, and keep us up to date. Come back in and bring one of I told you had to bring a phaser. I wanted you to shoot Mark. Is that the proper? Is that
we want to tag him. I'll bring in some phasers. We'll play some office laser tag.
All right, good. We'll do that. I like it. Lori Britton in studio with us. Lori will put the information up and the links along with the interview on our page later, and we'll see you out there at the Family Fun Factory tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.